It had been a week since Philip started running his branch line, and Diesel still hadn't thought an evil plan yet. As he was doing some work around Hogwarts Station, Skiff was there too, being in charge, while the controller was doing some stuff with his wife. Now, Diesel, the 3 coaches must go to Nia. I don't take orders from a railboat like you. Well, I'm basically in charge, so you have to do everything I say. You're basically just like Fergus, that traction engine. Have you ever met him before? Yes, I have, and he's been telling me all the ways to do it right on the water. Well, you're annoying just like him, and I'm gonna biff you with these coaches, like I should have done with Fergus 21 years ago. Oh no, not again. Whoops. Well, that's okay. I can do it without the coaches. Oh, no, you don't. There. Now you can't hurt Skiff. Later, after the mess was cleaned up, and Nia had her coaches, the controller was having a word with Diesel. Well, Diesel, not only you tried to damage Skiff again, but you also made Nia's train late. And I'm gonna be late for my other jobs thanks to you. Exactly. And once you finish your work in the yard, you will be helping Philip with the Hogwarts Express's train later today. Yes, sir. Whatever, sir. I hate him. Was he gonna do that? Later, Diesel was still complaining as Philip got Ferdinand's coaches ready. You didn't deserve that branch line, Philip. I did. Philip just ignored him. He had heard it all before. Same with Ferdinand, who didn't have to say anything, as he got coupled up to his train. Finally, now Philip can get that coach so that we can get going. When Philip got the coach, Diesel was surprised. That isn't a coach! Philip, you got to the wrong coach. Get your butt back to the yard and change it. This made Philip very cross. I have gotten a better idea. Why don't you just not be yourself for one frickin' week? You know why? Because if you really wanted that branch line, you could have shown the controller how much you really want it. What are you saying? After Philip pushed Diesel into the water, he went to the works. Hello, my friend. What can I do for you today? Oh my, are you alright? Well, Victor, Diesel kind of made me a bit upset. And I pushed him into the water. Oh, I see. And I see the GO train is still not ready. Yeah, it's probably going to be a couple of months or years until we can get that train fully ready and get some coaches for it. Yeah, and Diesel's been driving me crazy ever since I started running my branch line. Why did I ever agree to run the branch line or try to get it? Chill up, my friend. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. If you push Diesel into the water, there's really nothing to worry about. And besides, you'll be pleased to know that another engine is coming from the mainland later today. Really? Who's the engine? Before Victor could answer, the new engine arrived, and he sighed when he found out who it was. Oh God, here comes trouble. What? Me and Ben only played one trick on you, Victor. And Ben is not with me. Ah, Philip, this is Bill. He is going to be helping out on your branch line. Well, I think we've seen each other before, sir. Yeah, we hadn't really properly met each other yet until now. Okay then. And Philip, I hear from the station master that you hadn't taken the train with Diesel. Is that right? Yeah, I pushed Diesel into the water. Right. Then you and Bill must work together to get the passengers to the station. Yes, sir. We'll do it right away, sir. So the two engines got the train ready, and they got to work taking the passengers to the stations. After the passenger run, they went to the quarry, which was their next job, working together. So, Bill, I've been wondering just now, why did your twin Ben not come with you to this railway? Ugh, Sir Topham Hat is fed up with our tricks again. So, what trick did you and Ben do to get each other sent away from each other? Well, we may have shunted some trucks with whipped cream into the engines. That doesn't feel bad enough for you two to get separated from each other. That's what me and Ben said to Sir Topham Hat. And what's that little antenna thing for beside your lamp? This thing? Well, before I left Sodor to come to this railway, me and Ben wanted to try these little antenna things to see if we can talk to each other while we're separated from each other in faraway places. But it turns out it doesn't work after all. Oh, I see. Well, it's not right for me and Ben to get separated like this. It was just a simple prank on the engines. We literally found a truck, a whipped cream, and then shunted them into them. Like this.
Oops.
Later that night, Diesel was still stuck in the water. Some rain had poured down, and the river had risen a little bit. He was fast asleep when he felt something carrying him. Ah? What the? Ah! What's going on? Ah! It was the breakdown train. But no one wanted to lift Diesel back onto the track. Soon, Diesel was back on the track. He couldn't move because his generator was so wet. So the breakdown train coupled up to Diesel, and the winter holiday train pulled away. But Diesel didn't know it, and he didn't know who was driving it. It's probably Diesel 10. Meanwhile, back at Hogwarts Station, Bill was coupled up to some coaches for his last job of the day. So, Bill, how was your first day working on the Hogwarts Railway? It was alright. I did enjoy working with you today, Philip. And I enjoyed working with you too, Bill. So, I'll be sleeping with you and Luke, right? Yeah, we will. Since you and me run this branch line together, we sleep in the quarry with Luke. Yeah, so basically, I'll go to sleep right after I do my passenger run. And I expect you and Luke will be asleep when I get there. Yeah, definitely. So Philip left the station and headed back to the quarry. As Philip was passing some trucks, he saw the winter holiday train, but didn't see Diesel. And he didn't know who was driving the winter holiday train. Same with Diesel. Okay, I literally don't know who you guys are, but tell me who you are. What? I don't understand what you're trying to say. Whatever. Just get my generator repaired, okay? So run along, go to the shed, and get the parts I need. Move it! Move it! There you go. It was midnight by the time Diesel's generator was repaired. And he found out that he and his new friends were on a branch line, which narrow gauge engines can run on too. As Diesel just had thought of a plan. Okay, you guys, I had just thought of a plan. You see those 3 narrow gauge engines with those 3 PJ pests? We are going to get them. 1, 2, 3. Charge! Whoa! What just happened? What's going on?
It's Diesel, and he's with the Ninjalinos. Come on, Millie. We have to get out of here.
And so they did. Leaving Luke, Duncan, Connor, and Greg behind as they were knocked out from the big hit from Diesel. I'm faster than you. Millie went as fast as she could, but it was no good. Diesel was getting closer and closer to her and Amaya. Hold on tight, Amaya. Then there was trouble. Millie had went around Luke, and Diesel and the Ninjalinos had just caught up to her and Amaya. Then Diesel started to push Millie, and Millie was about to hit Luke. She put on her brakes, but it was useless. Millie crashed into Luke. Amaya flew out of her cab, and she crashed to the ground hard. We've got them. Just then, Brady 5 and Cruz Mayor showed up. They didn't see Diesel and the Ninjalinos. They saw that Duncan, Luke, and Millie have crashed, and Connor, Greg, and Amaya were knocked out. Oh my god, what the hell happened here? I don't know, it looks as though the villains must have done something bad to Duncan, Luke, Millie, Connor, Greg, and Amaya. Well, how are we gonna know who knocked them out? Back up, Brady 5. I think I know how to wake them up. Okay then. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that didn't sound too good. I blew an engine. Well, since you blew an engine, Cruz, I'll have to do the rescue on my own. Don't worry, Cruz. I'll stop those villains before morning.